Okay, we're out here on a hilltop called Mount Ninham in Carmel, New York. And we're going to try out the VX1R on some hilltop operations. VHF, UHF communications. Okay, this is the ham radio hiking pole we'll be using. Both the dipole section here, and we have a small run of Elmar Ultraflex 240 cable, B&C to B&C. Of course, this end disconnects and connects to the radio, and this is our dipole here. And this is the rest of the hiking pole that I use to hike with. And inside of it is a 3-element 2-meter Yagi antenna. This part comes off here, and all the elements are exposed. You can take them out, and we'll set it up. Okay, this is the radio we're going to be using, the Yaesu Vx1r. On the batteries, it does 500 milliwatts on high power and 50 milliwatts on low power. If I connect an external battery to the DC port here, we can get up to maybe a watt out, or a little bit less than a watt, and about 200 milliwatts out on low power. So now we didn't make any contacts so far in the few minutes that we've been calling CQ with this dual band whip antenna, B&C antenna. We're going to use the dipole and the hiking pole to see if we can make some contacts. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey QRP portable on Mount Ninham calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. KC2 B&W portable QRP on Mount Ninham calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Okay, this is a Mount Beacon repeater. It's about, I want to say maybe 15 miles line of sight from hilltop to hilltop. It's up about, I think, 1,400 feet or so. We're up about 1,200 feet, and it's to our west, northwest, slightly. Let's give it a shot. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey KC2 B&W portable QRP on Mount Ninham, testing at 500 milliwatts. This is KC2 B&W portable looking for a signal check.
Unit calling in, go with your identifier again.
We got somebody. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey KC2 B&W. I am portable QRP on Mount Ninham. Just testing out my radio here. What was your call sign again? Over. QSO, I copy most of that call sign there. Brad is your name. My name is John, and I live over in Mayapack. That's my home QTH, but I'm in Carmel right now on Mount Ninham testing out some radio equipment and filming it for a YouTube video. I'm on a Yaesu Vx1r on a homemade dipole on a hiking pole, and I'm filming this currently, and I'm transmitting at about 500 milliwatts. I don't receive very well the repeater here, but I can make out most of what you're saying. Over.
Yeah, Roger, you're a little bit noisy, but I am copying you. so for communication, you're definitely readable. And it's a pretty impressive distance, and you're at the repeater pretty well, so excellent work.
QSO, Brad, and I think you said you were over in Walden. I didn't get your suffix of your call sign. I'm sorry, I can't hear so well on this tiny speaker, but I can copy you and understand you. Over.
Yep, copy direct. Again, my identifier, Kilo Delta 2 Uniform, Kilo Sierra, KD2 UKS.
KD2 UKS. Got it. Roger, Roger. KD2 UKS, KC2 BNW. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and thank you for coming back to me on the repeater here, helping me test this out. This thing has two power options, only 500 milliwatts and 50 milliwatts. So looks like I'm getting over to the repeater on 500 milliwatts with the homemade dipole up here. Thank you very much for helping me test this out. I'm going to QSY to the calling frequency of 146520 and call out for stations up there in a few moments. Thank you again for getting back to me. KD2 UKS from KC2 B&W Portable QRP on Mount Inham.
KC2 BMW, this is Kilo Delta 2 Uniform, Kilo Sierra. Good luck, excellent work. I'll be 73.
We have the 3-element 2-meter Yagi set up on 2 pieces of cordage here tied around trees. I simply lift this end up while I'm talking, and the radio connects down here and hangs off the paracord lanyard while I'm talking, and we can direct it to the northeast over here. That's where we're facing right now at the moment. Let's get a little bit closer look inside here. Okay. So here we have the driven element with the gamma match, and these are alligator clips, and we have the reflector, and we also have the director in the front there. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. KC2 B&W Portable QRP calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey calling CQ, CQ, CQ. This is KC2 B&W Portable QRP testing at 500 milliwatts from Mount Inham in Carmel, New York. This is KC2 B&W QRP Portable looking for a signal check.
KD2QAK, you're coming into Rhinebeck loud and clear.
KD2 QAK KC2 B&W Portable QRP. Thank you for the reply there. I'm up on Mount Inham testing out Vx1r on a 3-element 2-meter Yagi antenna.
Oh, okay, over there in, near Carmel, right?
QSL. I'm filming this for my YouTube channel, just demonstrating the 3-element Yagi on the Yaesu Vx1r, and having a lot of fun up here. You're my second contact on the repeater. I've been trying other repeaters up here and calling CQ on the 146520 frequency.
Roger, roger on that. Okay, you have a great day. 7-3, this is KD2QAK. We'll be clear on the side. AC2 BMW, KD2UEN, Bill and Ulster Park, New York, along the Hudson River here up north. You sounding good over here? Yeah, you got about a 5.2. Sorry about that. Finger came off a signal. So that's not too bad from Mount Carmel.
QSL. Thank you, KD2 QAK. Thank you very much, and KD2 UEN KC2 B&W QRP portable at 500 milliwatts. Yeah, I'm up on Mount Ninham and just having a little bit of fun with the Vx1r. My name here is John, Juliet Oscar November, and my home QTH is in Mayapack. I'm about 1,200 feet plus in elevation here at this point, and I've got the beam pointed north, northeast from my location. Over.
Yeah, copy that. You're coming in really good here. My sister lives in Mayapack, so yeah, I know right where you're at. Well, we'll be clear on the final here. Good talking with you. Good luck with that. It's working good. KD2UEN with KC2 B&W. Be clear.
KD2UEN from KC2B&W returning. Thank you very much, and I appreciate both of you guys coming back to me. Thank you for helping me out over here, and I'm going to QSY up back to the calling frequency and see what I can get. Thank you very much, guys. 73, KC2B&W, all clear on Mount Ninham. Okay, well, I can hit the Woodstock repeater with the 3-element 2-meter Yagi at 500 milliwatts with the Vx1r. So that's pretty impressive. From about, I think their repeater is a little bit higher up than where I am, but it should be in line of sight. The Vx1r is working pretty well right now on battery power at 500 milliwatts on high power. I have the Vx1r plugged into an external power source, and we're going to run it off the USB battery bank here and try to make contact with N2DF in the Catskills up there. Let's go ahead and try high power, which is going to be about, I want to say maybe 700 milliwatts, 800 milliwatts for the 5 volt, a little bit less than 5 volts. N2DF, this is KC2 B&W. How copy? It looks like you might not be able to hear me. N2DF, this is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey, KC2 B&W. How copy? Looks like he's not going to be able to hear me on this little radio here, unfortunately, but it was worth a try. Let's go ahead and turn this off. And let's just get the Vx1r hooked on here and see how well full 5 watts does for reference. Okay. All right, we got the Vx1r here, plugging her up for reference here. N2DF, this is KC2 B&W. Hot copy.
Okay, John, if you switched over, you're very, very weak, but I can tell you're in there. So are you on 800 milliwatts now?
Negative. I'm on 5 watts. I was calling before on about 800 milliwatts, and I didn't hear anything, so I switched back over to the Vx1r. Over.
Oh, okay. You're a little noisy as compared to before, so maybe you change your beam heading a little bit. But I did not copy you at all on the 800 milliwatts.
QSL. I'm gonna try it again, but I'm gonna change my position and see if you can hear me on 800 milliwatts. I'll be right back in just a moment if that's okay. Over.
Yeah, that's fine. I have the squelch turned off. So if I could hear you in there, I will certainly respond. Just take your time.
QSL, Ken. QSL. Thank you very much. N2DF from KC2B&W Portable here on Mount Ninham. I'll be right back. N2DF, N2DF. This is KC2B&W. How copy? N2DF, N2DF. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey. How copy? N2 Delta Foxtrot, N2DF. This is KC2B&W. How copy?
Okay, John, that time your wave transmission was much better. But again, I didn't hear you on the 800 milliwatts. And you know, up in this area, you may want to try, you probably know this, 146535. 146535 seems to be another local simplex channel.
Let's see if I can hit the Mount Beacon repeater and get somebody with this 3 element Yagi on low power, 50 milliwatts. This is KC2B&W testing at 50 milliwatts on Mount Ninham QRP portable.
KC2B&W, this is Kilo Delta 2 Uniform Kilo Sierra. I'm copying you. A little scratchy, but I can definitely make you out.
KD2 UKS, KD2 UKS, KC2B&W QRP portable at 50 milliwatts. Thank you very much for getting back to me again. I appreciate it. It's good to hear. You're hitting the repeater pretty good there too. I just was on 5.2 making a contact up to the Catskills. I was testing out the Vx1r at 5 watts, and I talked to a gentleman named Ken up there, N2DF, and we had a good QSO. It's good to hear you again. KC2B&W QRP portable.
Yeah, roger that, KC2B&W. I'm actually in a different area now. I'm out on a Yaesu Vx1r HT, and I'm over in Gardner, New York, just at the base of the Shawangunk Ridge, or commonly known as Shawangunk. Most people pronounce it a little bit differently. So, yeah, we're doing pretty good on the repeater. You're much clearer this time yourself, so excellent work.
QSO, KD2 UKS, KC2B&W. I know that area pretty well. I go over there to go to the Catskills, and sometimes I go up to Sam's Point, and sometimes I go over to Lake Minnewaska. So I know that area. I'm pretty familiar with it. It's a great area to be at, and you're doing pretty good for being QRP portable with the FT60R. I'm using a 3 element 2 meter Yagi, and I'm pointing about west, due west of my position this time. Before I was using a homemade 2 meter dipole with no elements on there. It's just a basic dipole, and this time we're using the 2 meter Yagi antenna at 50 milliwatts. That's 50 Mike Whiskies on the Yaesu Vx1r, and I'm filming it for my YouTube channel. So I do thank you very much for coming back to me. Back over to you, KD2 UKS from KC2B&W.
Roger that. Yeah, B&W, your Yagi is much clearer this time, so you're definitely much smoother and less noise. So you're into the repeater pretty much almost noise-free. Very nice work. Excellent on the YouTube channel. It's always good to get stuff out there and show other hams how things go. But definitely like the use of your Yagi. I like that you experiment. When I get up onto the Shawangunk Ridge, I bring a portable military satellite antenna with me, and that's what I hook up to my HT. And much like you, just directional to the repeaters. And I get some pretty impressive distances. I am going to 7-3 for now. I gotta hit a couple more stops before I hit the home QTH. So again, KC2B&W, this is Kilo Delta 2 Uniform Kilo Sierra. And stay safe, enjoy yourself out there. 7-3 for now.
KD2 UKS, KD2 UKS from KC2B&W returning. Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming back to me and helping me out there. And I look forward to logging in on QRZ. I'll send you a little email on QRZ if you're there, if you got your email address there, to the YouTube channel, and you can hear yourself on the video when I upload it later today. Over.
Roger that, will do. Yeah, I'm on QRZ. My email's there. Yeah, send me a contact. Love to say hey back at you, and I'll check out your YouTube channel as well. Excellent. Again, KC2BMW, back to you, and stay safe. This is Kilo Delta 2, Uniform Kilo Sierra.
Whiskey Mike Juliet.
Uh, 73 KD2 UKS, Whiskey Alpha 2, Whiskey Mike Juliet. Julian, good to hear you, my friend. This is KC2B&W, QRP Portable on Mount Inham.
I was listening. You're doing a great job as usual. Too bad we got this keep your distance thing still going on, because it would be great. I would be greatly appreciated to have you test out this 2-element 2-meter in the pocket antenna that I put together, but there'll be other times, I'm sure. Yeah, I would appreciate it you sending me an email maybe the night before when you're going to be doing these things, so I can be prepared instead of just catching you as I walk through the shack. Go ahead.
QSO, Julian. Roger. I'll try to remember to send you a message. Today was kind of like get up, go up and make a video kind of thing, and just at the last moment decided to go up and make a video on the Yaesu Vx1r, this little micro HT. It's a great little HT that I have in my small EDC bag, which I made a video of the other day too. And it's always good to hear you, Julian. And I would love to test out your antenna designs. I know I haven't yet gotten the supplies to make one of those, but I would like to come on over and grab one from you safely with safe distance and all that, and make a video on it too and put it up. But for now, you know, it's a 3-element Yagi right now, and I'm at 50 milliwatts, so I'm having a lot of fun with this little Vx1r. I hope you're doing okay over there. Back over to you, Julian, WA2WMJ from KC2B&W.
Well, I sent you an email. I don't know whether you got it, but I have the telescopic elements here for you. Go ahead.
QSL. I did not get an email. I might have to check my spam folders possibly, but I think my brother might have mentioned something about getting an email, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check with him when I get back home. Yeah, feel free to send me an email, and I'll look it over. And I got to stop by on my way up to the Shawangunks up there. I'm planning a trip up that way, probably within the next week and a half or so, just to do some more Summon on the Air stuff by Sam's Point.
Great. That would be great, because if you come by route of 52, you know, we can hook up. I can give you all of this stuff, the elements for you to make your own, and the antenna in a bag to test mine out. Would appreciate it. Hey, listen, enjoy what you're doing. That's what it's all about. KC2B&W, Whiskey Alpha 2, Whiskey Mike Juliet, I will be clear on your final over.
AE2AN repeater.
Okay, what we're going to do is freestyle it. I'm going to hold up the 3-element Yagi facing due east. The camera right now is facing southeast, so to your left is going to be east, and then in front of us is southeast, and then to our right, which is south, due south. Let's go ahead and grab the 3-element Yagi antenna. I have the Vx1r hanging off of it, and I'm going to go ahead and attempt to contact holding up this PVC hiking pole. All right, let's give this a try on a repeater again. This time we'll try Weka and see if anybody's out there again. Before there wasn't anybody, but or maybe I wasn't getting in, or nobody was listening. So let's figure out if we can hit it with 50 milliwatts, 50 Mike Whiskey, and see how well we can get in there. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Bravo November Whiskey, KC2 B&W, QRP Portable on Mount Inham, testing at 50 milliwatts. Kilo Delta 2 Foxtrot Delta Oscar. KD2 FDO, KD2 FDO, KC2 BNW. John here, QRP on Mount Ninham, testing out a 3-element 2-meter Yagi. Over.
Sounded good. I was a little wondering about the machine a while ago. It's been staticky the past few days. I'm not sure if it's me or the machine.
KD2, I forget your suffix. I have a blank moment here, but you're sounding pretty good into the repeater. You're like full quieting. I don't know your location, but I'm up in Putnam County on Mount Ninham, about 1,200 feet up in the woods, holding a 3-element Yagi and using a Yaesu Vx1r. And I'm filming this from a YouTube video. Over.
Very good, very good. You're coming in real good for being up there with that equipment. And I have a little Yagi I also use for my handheld. I'm in, where am I? Just south of White Plains, not far away from the repeater. I'm using my Yaesu 857D. But I think I have some connection issues because it's been choppy the past few days.
QSO. Well, you're making the repeater pretty good on your Yaesu there. You're doing pretty good. I think you might have said you were mobile, maybe my mistake, but you're making the repeater pretty good. What was your suffix again? I forget, I'm sorry.
Thanks for that report. Call sign is Kilo Delta 2 Foxtrot Delta Oscar.
Foxtrot Delta Oscar. Okay, Patrick. KD2 Foxtrot Delta Oscar FDO. Okay, thank you. Now I got it. Hopefully I don't forget it. I have a bad short-term memory here, but it's nice to meet you, Patrick. You're doing pretty good into the repeater from where I'm located. My home QTH is in Mayapack, so I'm not too far from there. And today I decided to come up here and play a little bit of radio on VHF and some UHF operations. Normally I do a little bit of HF stuff, but I left that at home today, and I wanted to film a video on the Yaesu Vx1r.
Sounds good. Have fun with the video. That's great. But, I gotta check my equipment, but all I'm receiving very, very choppy, and I'm right next to the repeater. It should be crystal clear, but clearly I have some issues.
KD2 FDO from KC2BW returning. QSL. Well, hopefully you can get that sorted out, and we look forward to seeing you on the repeater whenever you're on, and if I'm around, don't be afraid to say hello. It's nice meeting you, Patrick. I'm gonna get rolling here. My arms are starting to get tired holding this thing up, but it's a pleasure to make the contact with you. KD2 FDO from KC2BW, QRP portable on Mount Ninham.
I got most of that. I lost it completely after you said your arms are getting tired from holding the antenna up. I get that. Copy. All right, if you can still read me, 73s, and we'll talk again. KD2 FDO out.
All right, we just finished up our QSO there. I'm going to pack it up. We got the tripod, got the Marine ILB Generation 2 rucksack, got the camera equipment down there, or the bags that go with it, and then we have the Yaesu Vx1r attached via a SO239 adapter into a PL259 cable, RG858. A very short run, about a foot, 2 feet in length at most. And we have the driven element here, or rather not the driven, but the reflective element. And then we come up to the driven element with the gamma match. And then we have the direct element on the 3-element 2-meter Yagi hiking pole. And then we have the other portion of the hiking pole here, which has the 2-meter dipole on the left side, and then on the right side we have a perpendicular dipole connection, which doesn't have anything connected to it right now, but normally we can put the 6-meter elements that are housed in the pole here onto that part there. And then we also have the 10-meter dipole sections for the cap part, which we connect up to when we do HF operations. So I think today was a successful, fun day. It was kind of hard to make contacts with the Vx1r on simplex, as I don't think there was too much power. When I went up to 5 watts with the Vx7r, I could get contacts, but at 500 milliwatts, it was a struggle. And anything less than probably a directional antenna is going to be kind of rough unless you're very high up. We're at about 1,200 plus feet here, estimated. So overall, I think it's a great radio for listening. Oh, KB2NRK. I'm going to contact him real quick. KB2NRK, KB2NRK, this is KC2BW, hot copy?
Yeah, okay, John. Are you up on the mountain right now, or are you home?
I am up on Mount Inham, and I'm filming this for my YouTube channel. I just heard you talking as I was closing up my video, and I decided to contact you. And I got the 3-element 2-meter Yagi antenna hooked up to the Vx1r, over.
Okay, a copy. You have the Yagi hooked up to I think the Vx1 you're using. But yeah, I threw my call out there and I just heard you come back, so you just came in. I'm over by Lake Lenina right now.
QSO, thanks for the location there. I'm adjusting my antenna to kind of match where you are. I'm pointing it in your general direction, southeast of my position, I believe, or due east and a little bit of south. Over.
Okay, very good. You were full scale. S9 on that one. I guess you're pointing directly at me. Plus, I got the lake on my right-hand side, so it's got a little bit of an open view. You sound real good down here.
So we had a good time with the Vx1r here. We didn't use our whip antenna as much. We didn't make any contacts with it, but that's okay. We used the dipole, which we had a contact or two on, and then we had a couple contacts on the 3-element Yagi antenna. So that was a lot of fun. I heard my buddy Chris on simplex just as I was packing up, so I decided to go grab him, and we got him. We got him pretty good, even though he's local. We got him at 500 milliwatts. So that is the Yaesu Vx1r. Great little radio. It's kind of hard to get simplex contacts with this guy where I am. Doesn't mean you can't where you are, but it takes a little bit of practice and perseverance. I've been out here for quite a while, so I got a few contacts. Even got a contact with the Vx7r up in the Catskills, N2DF. We talked to him with 5 watts, and we had that good experimentation with Ken. And then we were on a couple of repeaters. We talked to a couple friends of mine, and we had a good time with it. So would I recommend the Vx1r for anybody who's doing like summit on the air, hilltopping, or parks on the air? Absolutely. And the reason why I would recommend this little radio, even though it doesn't get out that far when you don't have good antenna systems, is that you can monitor and listen, and the availability of being able to recharge the internal battery via the USB to DC cable means it has a pretty easy time of upkeep and maintenance. So you could charge this for about half an hour to an hour to full while you're working with a secondary radio, and switch over to this for a QSO. If you know you've got them with the higher power, you can switch to lower power with this guy. And by that I mean 500 milliwatts on high power on this guy. Or even close quarters, you can do 50 milliwatts and hit the repeaters and talk to your friends while you're doing operations. So it's a great little radio for what it does. I think I'm going to be looking out for more of these on the internet here. And hopefully there's going to be a couple for sale on eBay. If you see any, I do recommend picking them up. Some of them might be beat up, broken. This one had a button that was worn away, so I replaced it with a small little insert and some electrical tape so I can power it back on. Other than that, I bought a new battery for it, and it's working out pretty well. Even got the SMA to BNC adapter on top of here to make things a little bit easier for connecting antennas on and off pretty quickly. Anyway, that's the video on the Yaesu Vx1r and the ham radio hiking pole and the QSOs that we've had up here on Mount Inham in Carmel, New York. Thanks for watching, guys.